Anh tên Jeffrey, tên tiếng Việt là Bi. Anh về Việt Nam 6 tháng rồi.
How confident are you in speaking Vietnamese?
I am not. I am not confident in speaking Vietnamese. I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone. Usually the way that I have to do things is like I have to like go there consistently. So like I'll go to a cafe all the time and I get comfortable with speaking to the staff there. Because usually like stores here, they only have a few members of staff. So if I go there all the time, they'll know who I am. And like, I'll even tell people, I'll be like, oh, xin lỗi, like, anh đang học nói tiếng Việt. And then
Okay.
everyone's like, oh, okay. Like,
So
yeah.
they'll be more understanding.
So people are very understanding.
Phở hay bún bò Huế?
Bún bò Huế,
Phở gà hay phở bò?
phở bò,
Cơm tấm hay bún thịt nướng?
cơm tấm,
Tự nấu hay ăn ngoài?
both.
Quán vỉa hè hay ăn nhà hàng?
I'd have to go street food. It just feels more real. Like, not all the restaurants here, just like, you're definitely paying for atmosphere and like vibe and like being comfortable and air conditioning and stuff like that. Of course I like it. Like, I'm from Canada and I'm in Vietnam. I'm like sweating all the time. But here, it's like I don't mind being outside and like sitting on a little stool and like under an umbrella and someone's serving cơm tấm or bánh mì. It doesn't matter. Like I like that vibe.
Bánh mì hay gỏi cuốn?
It depends what kind of bún bò or what kind of bánh mì and what kind of gỏi cuốn. But gỏi cuốn,
Chả giò hay gỏi cuốn?
chả giò,
Chả giò over
Yeah.
gỏi cuốn and gỏi cuốn over
bánh mì.
bánh mì. Okay, so bánh mì is the least favorite then.
I it's not that it's a least favorite. I really like bánh mì too, but gỏi cuốn is like so versatile. Same with bánh mì. Ah, it's so hard. That's honestly so hard. A really good chả giò is fire. It is so good. It's fire. Okay.
Okay. Should we break the ice a little bit?
Sure.
How are you?
I'm good. Just had a nice big lunch, but feeling good. Oh, jeez. Hello.
Can you introduce yourself to everyone watching? Tell us your name, where you're from, and what you do.
My name is Jeffrey. I'm from Canada. I've been DJing for almost 14 years now. I've also worked my professional career in restaurants, most recently as a chef. I recently came out here to focus on my music. Wow. Passionate, driven, I'd say spontaneous. I feel like picking up and moving your whole life to another continent is pretty spontaneous.
The era of PPP in Vancouver is coming to an end. I am taking the leap of faith and moving to Vietnam. It's time for something new.
So we're gonna talk about the big move. You were living in Canada. What inspired you to come back to Vietnam?
What inspired me to come back to Vietnam was to get in touch with my Vietnamese culture, the Vietnamese roots, and just give myself the opportunity to focus on DJing.
Was there a specific moment or feeling that made you say, I have to go back?
It was the last time that I was in Vietnam, 2022. I was just out here with my family. I was on vacation. But the moment that I got back to Canada, after being here for a month, it just felt like I needed to be here. There wasn't one specific moment. There wasn't one thing. It was just me being here and seeing it through the eyes of an adult. Because every other time that I had come here, I was a child, I was a kid. So being able to experience it and see it as my own person was what inspired me. Like, I just love how it was out here.
So how did it feel when you arrived in Vietnam after making that big decision?
Honestly, it felt pretty surreal. It didn't feel like I had moved here for at least 2 or 3 months. The first month it felt like a vacation. And then the second month, I had just found my apartment and I moved. The third month, I was kind of like, oh, like, I'm here. Like, I'm here. Like I have no idea when I'm going back to Canada if I am, you know? So it's it's been very interesting to think about.
When we talked about roots, identity, and culture, growing up in Canada, how connected did you feel to your Vietnamese roots?
I'd say I was like a little bit connected, not as much as I would like to. Growing up, I never really realized it until I was older, and then I came to Vietnam. Then I was like, oh, I actually don't really know much about Vietnamese culture.
What are some things about Vietnamese culture you're most excited to discover?
That's the thing. I really don't know about what I'm going to discover. It's still quite unknown to me. But the biggest thing that I'm really enjoying out here is learning the language. Because I used to speak a little bit of it growing up, and then eventually I just lost that ability. So coming back here, it's like parts of my brain are reconnecting and I'm learning how to speak Vietnamese again. So that's probably the thing that I'm most excited about.
Have there been any moments here so far that make you feel I belong here?
Honestly, it's the DJ.
Oh?
Yeah, being a DJ from Canada who plays not so mainstream. The moment that I played out here in Saigon in Vietnam, I was like, oh, this is it. Because of the way that the crowds react, and I have the ability to like step out of the box and just be like my weird self as a DJ. And people trust the DJ here in Vietnam, which is something that I really enjoy.
You feel like you're accepted by the audience, by the crowd?
Oh, 100%. In the 6 months that I've been here, I've probably had, less people telling me what to play than one night on average being at a club in Canada.
Surprising.
It's crazy.
What's the hardest part about building a DJ career in Vietnam so far?
I think the biggest thing is making the connections and getting my foot into the door with new venues. I have a decent network of DJs out here, but it's hard still to convince new bars, new clubs to bring in somebody brand new that they don't know. But that's kind of the thing everywhere. You really have to make a name for yourself, and that's what I'm working on doing right now, and playing as much as I can and just meeting people and building a community around me.
So, how do you stay inspired and keep learning as a DJ?
I practice a lot when I'm at home and I don't really have things to do. I will set up my turntables or my DJ controller and I'll just DJ, even if it's not for anybody. But the way that I stay inspired, honestly, is like I go out and I see my friends who are DJs and I watch them play. And then I'm like, see, this is what I want to do. Like when I see other people doing it and they're doing it well, then I'm like, that's where I want to be.
What has been your most memorable gig so far, here or in Canada?
Oh, wow. That's a lot of gigs to go through in 14 years worth of DJing. I think my most recent one would have to be playing for a famous Canadian DJ named Scratch Bastard. He throws these barbecues all over the world. So it's called Bastard's Barbecue. And so last year I got to play at one in Vancouver and I played the quote unquote after party. And I was the last set of the night. I went on after he did. So I was nervous, but I went on and I did my thing. And but from that party, the most memorable thing that I did, or for me for that gig, is at the very end, Scratch Bastard got on the mic and he started rapping when there was no music. But on my controller, I have drum samples. So like a kick drum, a snare, a hi-hat, and all those things on my computer. And so I was actually, it's called finger drumming. So I was like, and I was doing that to him rapping. And so we just did that. And it was really fun. It was amazing because it was like the end of the night, the lights had come on and he's sitting there and he's rapping. And I just like, and I like loaded up my stuff and I just started finger drumming I basically made the drums while he was rapping. So it's like we made a song.
You're both a DJ and a chef. What do these two passions connect for you?
Being creative. being able to build or make something, you know, whether it's a DJ set or a dish, you're taking individual components and be able to create something beautiful, something tasty, something delicious, or something like that sounds good, right? You create a whole atmosphere. You can evoke feelings in somebody with what you cook and what you play. So being able to make somebody feel a certain way through something that I'm making makes me feel good.
What motivates you the most to learn Vietnamese?
Being able to talk to my relatives, mainly my mom. I want to make her proud, and being able to speak her native language. The few times that I've spoke to her on like a video call, and like I have in recent times where like my Vietnamese has gotten better, it's like I try to speak to her more Vietnamese, and I can see that she's just like, oh wow, she's like, you're actually like picking some stuff up. So I want to be able to have full-on conversations, understand everything, and basically I just want to be able to talk to my relatives and talk to my family here, as well as my mom back home. If I can talk to her in her native language, because she already had to learn English by moving to Canada. So it's like, it's almost like me like kind of repaying the favor.
Now, there are going to be some Vietnamese questions for you. Canada hay Việt Nam?
Vietnam.
Thành phố hay ở quê?
Thành phố?
Ngủ nướng hay dậy sớm?
Probably sleep in.
Sleep in?
As a DJ, I kind of, it's in my like system. It's how I'm built.
Ăn cay hay không cay?
Cay.
Nuôi mèo hay nuôi chó?
Nuôi hả?
Having a pet.
Probably male.
You're a cat person.
I like both. But because of like the way that my schedule is, that's why I haven't gotten a pet.
Oh.
So I kind of think of something that's a little bit more independent.
So when you play old school hip hop or new school hip hop?
Oh, see, that's the thing. It's like I started off DJing, playing old school hip hop and like funk music, things from the 70s to the 90s. That's what I played. Like that's how I learned how to DJ.
Almost that's your specialty.
It was. I'm going to say it was my specialty. Not as much anymore. I still love it. I still love funk and disco and old school hip hop. Oh, this is such a hard question. Can I pass? I guess it depends on where that line is between old school and new school.
So your answer is?
New school.
DJing or producing?
I am horrible at producing. I've made songs, I've made music. I would love to learn and be better at it, but I'd say DJing. I've always loved DJing. I've loved DJing before I loved cooking. DJing has always been interesting to me.
Perform solo or collab with other DJs?
Oh, collaboration. I love collaborating with other DJs. Collaborating with other artists doesn't even have to be DJs, but collaborating with other people, I love it. I've always been about building communities and doing stuff with other people and bringing other people up. This goes the same for like my mentor. This is what he taught me, and I've seen what he's able to do, and that's what inspires me. Is do work with other people, and you can see how much you can push each other.
Do you want to shout out to your mentor?
Yeah, shout out to Creation. Jaya.
Daytime set or late night set?
I will DJ anytime, anywhere.
That's the attitude.
It really, anytime, anywhere. If there's a place for me to go and DJ, I'm down. But nighttime set, late night for sure. Learn your fundamentals, learn your foundations, learn to beat match properly, and know your music. I think exploring and stepping out of the box is what's going to make you more unique as a DJ. But first and foremost is learn your fundamentals. If you want to be a house DJ, get your house music knowledge. If you want to be a hip hop DJ, learn your hip hop music. If you want to be open format, you just got to study. But I think it's important to be your own person and really get your style and become unique, because everybody and their grandma is a DJ nowadays. So You gotta step out of the box. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys soon. Once again, my name is Jeffrey, aka B, aka DJ Big Papa Pump. Peace.